Hello, my dear friends. Over the past 20 years working in community health, I've had countless conversations with seniors across the UK. Many tell me that their hands feel numb when they wake, or their legs grow heavy after just a short walk. Some say their knees ache when climbing stairs and that keeping balance feels a little harder than it used to be. At first, most people think it's nothing serious, perhaps just a bad night's sleep, or something that naturally comes with age. But the truth is, these small discomforts are the body's gentle way of speaking to us. They are early signs of something quietly changing inside, a gradual loss of collagen. It's a word that sounds familiar, but few truly understand how powerful it is. Collagen acts like the glue that holds our body together, keeping our skin supple, our bones firm, our joints flexible, and even our blood vessels elastic. When we're young, our body naturally produces plenty of it, which is why we can move freely, climb stairs, or carry heavy things without much effort. Yet after 40, and especially beyond 60, collagen production slows down quietly but steadily. As this invisible worker begins to fade, the body starts to speak up. You might feel your fingers slightly numb in the morning, or your legs unusually heavy when you stand. Some notice knee pain when walking up and down stairs, or a subtle loss of balance as if the ground beneath them shifts a little. These are not random aches, they're signs that your connective tissues are losing their strength and elasticity. If ignored, these signals don't simply disappear. Circulation can weaken, joints can stiffen, and everyday movements become painful. Many seniors find themselves moving less and less, losing the independence that once brought them joy. That's why recognizing early signs of collagen decline is essential. It's the first step to protecting long-term health, maintaining flexibility, and preserving a life full of ease and confidence. But here's the good news. You don't need expensive treatments or endless pills to help your body recover. Nature, in all its quiet generosity, has already given us what we need. Right in your kitchen or at your local market, there are everyday fruits rich in the nutrients that support collagen regeneration, reduce inflammation, and strengthen your skin, bones, and joints. Today, I invite you to discover 5 wonderful fruits that science has proven to naturally boost collagen and keep your body youthful from the inside out. They are simple, accessible, and delightfully British in spirit, from the fresh berries of the countryside to the citrus fruits on your breakfast table. And to begin this journey, we'll start with one small but mighty fruit that many overlook, the kiwi. Packed with vitamin C, it's the spark that begins the body's repair process, helping to restore what time has quietly taken away. If you find this message helpful, don't forget to subscribe to VN Health in OLD and turn on notifications, so together we can continue our journey toward graceful aging, strong bodies, and joyful hearts every single day. You don't have to look far to find a natural source of vitamin C. One of the richest and most refreshing lies right in your own kitchen. It's the humble kiwi. You might be surprised to know that a single kiwi contains nearly twice as much vitamin C as an orange. Not many people realize that, but vitamin C isn't just about fighting colds or boosting immunity. It plays a crucial role in the creation of collagen, the protein that makes up about 1/3 of the body's total protein and keeps our skin, bones, cartilage, tendons, and blood vessels strong and flexible. Without enough vitamin C, the body can't make sufficient collagen. The result, the skin wrinkles faster, joints feel stiffer, and even small wounds take longer to heal. I still remember a patient I met years ago at a local hospital in Manchester. He was in his early 60s, a cheerful man who used to play cricket with his neighbors on weekends. But lately he'd been complaining about stiff knees and pain each morning, especially when the weather turned damp. At first, he thought it was just the usual British weather or a sign of getting older. Yet when I looked closely at his diet, one thing stood out: he was severely low in vitamin C. I suggested something simple: have 1 kiwi every morning on an empty stomach, followed by a warm glass of water to help absorption. 3 weeks later, he returned with a bright smile. "Doctor," he said, "I feel lighter these days, my knees don't ache as much, and I can walk more freely again." That didn't surprise me. Many clinical studies have shown that the vitamin C in kiwi not only promotes collagen production, but also helps the body absorb iron, improve blood circulation, and reduce inflammation in the joints. One study even found that older adults who ate 2 kiwis daily saw their blood vitamin C levels rise by over 30% in just a week. They also reported less morning stiffness and better joint flexibility. How you eat your kiwi matters too. To get the most benefit, try eating it with the skin on. Just make sure it's washed thoroughly first. The skin is packed with fiber and natural antioxidants that support digestion and slow cellular aging. If the texture or tartness feels too much, blend it into a smoothie with plain yogurt and a handful of soaked walnuts or almonds. It's not only delicious but also wonderfully nourishing. My dear friends, the kiwi may look small, but it's a quiet hero in restoring strength and resilience after 60. It isn't just a fruit, it's a gentle, natural remedy that helps your body rebuild collagen, strengthen immunity, and nourish your skin and blood vessels from within. So if you're looking for a simple yet powerful way to begin your daily health journey, let the kiwi be your first step. When we talk about collagen, most people immediately think of the skin, and that's true, because it's where aging first shows. But collagen also supports our joints, tendons, ligaments, and blood vessels, the very foundation of movement and vitality. That's why I often say never underestimate this little fruit. It's nature's quiet gift, helping your body stay strong, supple, and full of life every day. After the age of 60, our bodies become like old houses that have weathered many seasons. The bricks that once held everything firm, the collagen in our skin, joints, and blood vessels, begin to thin and crack. The signs are subtle at first: fine lines on the face, tired skin that bruises easily, tingling in the hands and feet, or even sudden drops in blood pressure when standing up too quickly. These are quiet reminders that the body's internal structure is losing its strength. Collagen is what keeps our blood vessels elastic, allowing blood to flow smoothly. When it declines, circulation weakens, and the heart must work harder to push blood through the body. I once met an older lady in her mid-60s from Manchester, elegant, always cheerful, and very mindful of her health. Yet she began to notice frequent bruising on her arms and legs, and her skin had become thin and delicate. After some tests, it turned out that the small blood vessels beneath her skin had grown fragile due to collagen deficiency. I advised her to make a simple but consistent change: include kiwi in her daily diet. Besides its high vitamin C content, kiwi contains copper, vitamin E, and polyphenols, powerful compounds that help the body form collagen and protect blood vessel cells from damage caused by free radicals. What makes kiwi truly remarkable is that it doesn't just stimulate collagen production, it also improves the quality of the new collagen, making it stronger and more evenly distributed throughout the body. As a result, blood vessels become more flexible and resilient, helping to reduce the risks of high blood pressure and arterial stiffness, two of the most common concerns among older adults in Britain. But its effects go beyond the heart and vessels. Kiwi also nourishes the skin from the surface down to the deeper layers. Its rich antioxidants defend against pollution, UV exposure, and oxidative stress, all of which are part of daily life, especially in big cities like London or Birmingham. When collagen levels are stable, the skin regains its natural elasticity, wrinkles soften, and tone becomes more even. Even delicate areas like the eyes, wrists, and cheeks, where sagging shows first, can gradually regain firmness naturally without expensive creams or cosmetic procedures. One thing I always remind my patients is that true rejuvenation never happens overnight. But if you start each morning with one fresh kiwi, eaten properly and consistently, you'll begin to feel the difference within a few weeks. Your skin may look brighter, your steps lighter, your hands less numb, and your sleep more restful. That's when you'll know your blood vessels have been strengthened by new collagen and your body feels like a garden being gently watered again. Many seniors across the UK often start their mornings feeling stiff, reluctant to move because every stretch or step comes with a dull ache. This condition, known as morning stiffness, is a classic sign of mild joint inflammation, reduced joint fluid, and very often a lack of collagen. But there's a gentle, natural remedy that doesn't require pills or complicated routines: eating kiwi at the right time. Studies have shown that consuming kiwi in the morning on an empty stomach allows the body to absorb vitamin C and antioxidants most effectively. This not only boosts collagen production but also awakens the digestive system, helping the body start the day with energy and clarity. Perhaps that's why so many seniors tell me that after a few weeks of this simple habit, They wake up with less stiffness, lighter bodies, and a calmer, more positive mind. I remember a lovely 68-year-old lady from Liverpool who came to see me one chilly spring morning. She had been struggling with stiff knees for months. Every morning she had to massage them for nearly 20 minutes before she could stand up properly. After a full checkup, I suggested that she not only adjust her light exercises but also start each day with one fresh kiwi, eaten before her breakfast tea. She followed the advice faithfully. A few weeks later she returned, smiling brightly. "Doctor," she said, "I can get up and walk straight away now, no more rubbing or aching. I feel lighter, more alive." That's not magic, it's simply the body responding when we give it the right help at the right time. Eating kiwi in the morning allows its natural anti-inflammatory compounds to work effectively, easing stiffness and nourishing the joints. You see, kiwi contains a remarkable enzyme called actinidin, which helps break down proteins and improves digestion. When the digestive system works smoothly, nutrients like vitamins C and E, potassium, and antioxidants are absorbed more efficiently. These then reach the muscles and connective tissues around the joints, helping the whole body move more freely. In a way, eating a kiwi in the morning is like adding oil to an old engine. It keeps everything running smoothly throughout the day. I also encourage my patients to eat the skin whenever possible. It might feel a little rough, but the skin holds plenty of soluble fiber and antioxidants that support gut health and reduce inflammation. Just wash the fruit thoroughly. A soft brush works well, and you'll add another layer of natural protection for your digestion and immunity. For those who aren't fond of eating kiwi directly, try blending it into a smoothie with plain yogurt and a few soaked walnuts or almonds. The light tartness of the kiwi, the creamy texture of the nuts, and the subtle tang of the yogurt create a refreshing, balanced breakfast, perfect for your bones and joints. But remember, avoid mixing kiwi with sweetened milk or sugary foods, as sugar can reduce vitamin C absorption and quietly trigger inflammation. So as you can see, one small habit, eating a single kiwi at the right time in the right way, can make a real difference. It supports the joints, smooths digestion, and even lifts your mood for the day ahead. When your body feels lighter and your movements flow more easily, everything about your day changes. You become more active, more positive, and more at ease. That's why I always remind people, kiwi isn't just about vitamin C. It plays a vital role in stimulating collagen production, keeping blood vessels flexible, skin radiant, and joints supple over time. But to truly unlock its power, timing and preparation matter just as much as the fruit itself. In the next part, I'll show you how to eat kiwi properly, at the right time and in the right way, so your body can absorb every bit of its goodness, gently awakening your system each morning, easing stiffness and supporting healthy digestion, especially for those over 60. This is the time of day when your body absorbs nutrients most efficiently. Having vitamin C, antioxidants, and natural enzymes from kiwi early in the morning helps gently awaken the digestive system, cleanse the gut, and trigger collagen production. Many of my senior patients across London have told me that after just a few mornings of eating kiwi before breakfast, they feel lighter, less bloated, and their morning stiffness eases away. When it comes to quantity, one kiwi a day is usually enough to maintain a healthy level of vitamin C and support regular collagen renewal. But if your body responds well, you can enjoy two, one in the morning and one later in the afternoon, to further reduce inflammation and support mobility. Now, here's a part that most people overlook: the skin. It may surprise you, but that slightly fuzzy layer we often peel away is actually one of the most nutritious parts. The skin contains concentrated amounts of fiber, vitamin E, and powerful antioxidants that slow cellular aging, cleanse the intestines, and keep the immune system balanced. Of course, you'll want to wash the fruit thoroughly first. A soft brush or a soak in lightly salted water works perfectly. Once you get used to it, eating the whole fruit not only saves time, but also ensures you don't miss the best part nature has to offer. If you're not fond of eating raw kiwi or find its tangy taste too sharp, blend it into a smoothie with plain yogurt. It makes a light, easier-to-digest breakfast that also supports your gut's healthy bacteria, something essential for older adults. You can also add a handful of soaked nuts such as walnuts, chia seeds, or almonds. These are rich in omega-3 fats and vitamin E, which further protect blood vessels and reduce inflammation. Another small tip: drink a cup of warm water after eating kiwi. This simple habit helps dilute digestive fluids and improves the absorption of water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C. It also keeps your bowels moving smoothly and helps prevent constipation, a common issue among seniors. That said, if you're taking blood-thinning medication or have severe stomach sensitivity, it's best to speak with your doctor before eating large amounts of kiwi, as it has mild blood-thinning properties and a naturally acidic flavor. But for most healthy adults, kiwi is a safe, gentle, and remarkably effective ally when enjoyed regularly. To summarize, there are 3 golden rules for making the most of this small but powerful fruit. Eat it in the morning on an empty stomach, keep the skin on if possible, and combine it with warm water, yogurt, or soaked nuts to enhance its effects. Keep this simple habit every day and you'll notice small but steady improvements: looser joints, brighter skin, easier digestion, and more confident steps. And as I promised earlier, once your foundation of health has been rebuilt with the help of kiwi, rich in vitamin C, collagen-boosting power, and joint flexibility, it's time to address another silent threat: inflammation. This quiet enemy often hides within the body, slowly damaging bones and joints without obvious warning signs. To face it, we turn to another powerful natural ally, the pineapple, a fruit that soothes inflammation and supports joint comfort in the most gentle, natural way without relying on medication. So let's move on together to the next part of our journey: pineapple, reducing inflammation and restoring joint ease. Pineapple reducing inflammation and restoring joint ease. When people hear the word inflammation, they often picture swelling, redness, and pain. But not all inflammation announces itself so loudly. Some kinds work quietly, deep inside the body, slowly damaging connective tissues, wearing down joints, and slowing the body's natural healing. That's why many seniors, even those who eat well and stay active, still feel stiff, tired, and sore for reasons they can't quite explain. The good news is nature has already offered us a gentle way to fight back. One of the most remarkable gifts comes from the pineapple, a fruit loved across Britain for its bright sweetness and tropical scent. It isn't just a delicious treat to enjoy after Sunday lunch or at a summer picnic. Pineapple contains a rare and powerful enzyme called bromelain, a natural compound that helps reduce inflammation, ease swelling, and support recovery after strain or injury. What makes bromelain special is how deeply it works. It doesn't just act on the surface, it penetrates inflamed tissues, helping to break down the proteins that cause swelling while improving blood flow to the affected area. That's why people with sore joints, tight muscles, or compressed tendons often find relief when they include pineapple regularly in their diet. I remember treating a gentleman in his early 70s from Manchester who had struggled with knee osteoarthritis for years. He had tried various anti-inflammatory medicines, but the discomfort always returned. When he began adding fresh pineapple to his meals, combined with an anti-inflammatory diet, the results were remarkable. Within a month, his morning pain had eased, and he was back to walking in the park and even doing his light cricket warm-ups again. Science supports this too. Studies have shown that regular bromelain intake can reduce joint pain and swelling by up to 40% within 30 days in patients with chronic arthritis. What's even better, unlike many painkillers, bromelain doesn't irritate the stomach or harm the liver and kidneys. It offers similar benefits but naturally and safely. Another bonus: pineapple is excellent for digestion, something many older adults struggle with. A healthy digestive system allows your body to better absorb other anti-inflammatory nutrients such as omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin E, and polyphenols. Pineapple also helps cleanse the gut, reducing bloating and constipation, common problems for those who sit or move less. Now here's something few people realize. The core of the pineapple, the tough fibrous center that many cut away, actually contains the highest concentration of bromelain. That's the heart of the fruit where its healing power lies. So next time, don't throw it out. Slice it thinly or blend it into a smoothie so your body can benefit fully. For best results, I often advise my older patients to eat fresh pineapple between meals when the stomach is neither full nor empty. That's when enzymes can work most efficiently without competing with other foods. And always choose fresh pineapple over canned varieties, as added sugar can cancel out its natural anti-inflammatory benefits. Just a few slices of pineapple a day can make a noticeable difference, soothing joint pain, supporting digestion, and improving nutrient absorption. When inflammation subsides, every organ in the body runs more smoothly, like a train gliding over freshly cleaned tracks, quiet, steady, and strong. My dear friends, pineapple is not just a tropical fruit on the kitchen table. It's a natural medicine, a gentle, fragrant ally that helps calm pain, reduce nerve inflammation, and restore comfort to the body, especially for those of us over 60. And all of this from one golden fruit straight from nature's hand. Have you ever felt a sharp, tingling pain running down from your lower back to your leg, as if something inside was being pinched or pressed? That could be a sign of sciatica or pressure on the peripheral nerves caused by spinal wear and tear. These conditions can make every movement difficult. Sitting, standing, even walking a few minutes can feel exhausting. This is exactly where pineapple shows its quiet power. The natural enzyme bromelain in pineapple has been found to reduce inflammation around the nerves, ease pressure, and relieve pain in a safe and natural way. I once met a warm-hearted woman in her early 60s from Birmingham who came to my clinic barely able to stand upright. The pain radiating from her back to her leg had tormented her for months. She had tried everything: painkillers, acupuncture, even injections, but the relief never lasted. After examining her lifestyle, I encouraged her to make small but steady changes, including adding fresh pineapple to her daily meals, especially the thinly sliced core where bromelain is most concentrated. 3 weeks later, she came back smiling. "Doctor," she said, "I can walk again, the pain is gone, and I feel full of energy in the mornings." Hearing that made my day. Sometimes the simplest things from nature can do what medicine alone cannot. But bromelain doesn't just ease nerve pain, it also helps relieve joint stiffness caused by mild inflammation in the knees, wrists, hips, or ankles. When eaten regularly, these enzymes gradually break down the proteins that cause swelling, soften inflamed tissues, and allow the joints to move more smoothly. Many of my patients tell me the cracking or clicking in their knees lessens, and they can walk with greater comfort. Another benefit of pineapple is that it improves blood circulation. With better blood flow, damaged cells receive more oxygen and nutrients, helping them heal faster. That's why those heavy, numb sensations in the hands and feet often fade with time. For people with rheumatoid arthritis, where the fingers or wrists become hot, swollen, and painful, pineapple can also make a real difference. When combined with other anti-inflammatory foods such as turmeric, ginger, and oily fish, it helps calm the body's inflammatory response naturally. However, moderation is key. I usually recommend around 100 to 150 grams of fresh pineapple per serving, eaten at least an hour away from main meals when the stomach is not too full. That's when bromelain works most effectively. And don't forget the core, it's where the highest concentration of this valuable enzyme is found. If chewing the core feels difficult, try blending it into a smoothie with celery or spinach, or mix it with banana and ginger for a naturally sweet and soothing anti-inflammatory drink. You see, just a small bowl of pineapple each day, eaten at the right time and in the right way, can help your body fight inflammation, calm nerve pain, and reduce swelling, all without medication. And once inflammation begins to settle, it's time to focus on the next vital step: stimulating tissue and collagen regeneration, the foundation for true healing from within. My dear friends, pineapple isn't just a refreshing tropical fruit on your kitchen table. It's a natural medicine, a fragrant golden healer that supports your nerves, joints, and circulation with every bite. And remember, the core, that firm center most people throw away, is where the real magic lies. Many people are surprised when I tell them this because most assume that the soft, golden flesh of the pineapple is where all the nutrition lies. But that's not entirely true. The real treasure is hidden right in its center, the firm, fibrous core, which is the very heart of the fruit. I once had a 65-year-old gentleman from Manchester who had been struggling with mild arthritis in several joints. He'd heard from friends that pineapple could help ease the pain, so he started eating it every day, but only the sweet, soft part, throwing away the core each time. After nearly a month, his condition had only slightly improved. When he came to see me, I asked about his routine and realized he had never touched the core, the part that actually contains the highest amount of bromelain, the enzyme responsible for pineapple's powerful anti-inflammatory effects. I explained how to prepare it properly, slicing the core thinly and blending it with other fruits to make it easier to enjoy. 2 weeks later, he came back with a huge smile. "Doctor," he said, "my knees don't feel stiff anymore, and I can go up and down the stairs with ease." That simple change, eating the right part of the fruit, made all the difference. You see, the pineapple core contains bromelain in its most concentrated form. That's why it feels a little tougher and slightly bitter compared to the outer flesh. But it's this very strength that gives it deeper healing power, reaching into the stubborn, inflamed areas around the joints and nerves. Bromelain works like a skilled craftsman, gently loosening the knots of inflammation, softening the surrounding tissue, and releasing pressure from the nerves. So how can you enjoy the core without finding it unpleasant? There are a few easy ways. The first is to slice it very thinly. The thinner, the better. You can eat it on its own or mix it with the sweet part of the fruit to balance the flavor. The second way is to blend it into a smoothie with fruits like banana, apple, or pear. Their natural sweetness softens the tangy taste and makes it much easier to drink while keeping all the nutrients intact. The third is to boil the core gently with ginger or lemongrass to make a warm, soothing tea. This method softens the texture, aids digestion, and enhances its anti-inflammatory effect, since both ginger and lemongrass are naturally warming, perfect for the joints on a cool English morning. For most people, 3 to 4 small slices of the core per day are ideal. If you're just starting out, begin with 1 or 2, then gradually increase as your body adjusts. Always choose fresh pineapple, avoid canned or syrupy ones, as added sugar cancels out many of its natural benefits. The wonderful thing about bromelain is that it remains stable at low temperatures, so blending or lightly steaming the fruit won't destroy its properties. Just avoid prolonged high heat, which can reduce its effectiveness. Sometimes small changes make a big difference. Keeping the core instead of throwing it away can transform how your body feels, especially for older adults, whose joints, nerves, and muscles need consistent, gentle support without side effects. So when we talk about pineapple, we're not just speaking about a tropical delight from the grocer's shelf. We're talking about a natural companion, one that helps the body fight inflammation, ease joint pain, support digestion, and strengthen overall health. But to unlock all of its goodness, timing matters just as much as the fruit itself. I often advise my patients to enjoy pineapple between main meals, around mid-morning or mid-afternoon, when your stomach isn't too full or too empty. That's when the enzymes work at their best, quietly healing from within. This is the ideal time of day for your body to absorb bromelain at its best. When your stomach is neither too full nor too empty, the enzyme works in a balanced, neutral environment. If you eat pineapple immediately after a large meal, the bromelain gets buried beneath other food, unable to enter the bloodstream and do its anti-inflammatory work. On the other hand, if you eat it on an empty stomach, the acidity might irritate sensitive digestion. When preparing pineapple, remember to keep the core. Just as I mentioned before, that's where most of the bromelain lives. Slice it finely to make it easier to eat. You can enjoy it fresh or blend it with fruits like banana, apple, or carrot to soften the tang and create a refreshing smoothie. For those who prefer something warm, lightly steam the core with ginger or lemongrass to create a soothing herbal tea that's easy to digest and kind to the joints, something many of my older friends in London enjoy on cool mornings. Another wonderful way to enjoy pineapple is by pairing it with other natural anti-inflammatory foods. For example, combine it with a little fresh ginger or turmeric for an extra boost to your joints and digestion. Or mix pineapple chunks with plain yogurt for a simple, nourishing dessert that supports gut health. You can even blend pineapple with spinach or celery to increase fiber and antioxidant intake, a favorite among British seniors who like their morning smoothies mild but effective. As for quantity, start with about 100 to 150 grams of fresh pineapple a day, roughly 1 small bowl. If you have a sensitive stomach or a history of ulcers, begin slowly, 1 or 2 bites a day, and gradually build up. The key is consistency, not excess. Eating a small amount every day will bring steady, visible results within weeks. Less joint pain, easier movement, lighter legs and hands, and smoother digestion. There are also a few common mistakes to avoid. Don't eat canned pineapple. It often contains added sugar and has lost much of its natural enzyme. Don't combine pineapple with heavy, oily meats or raw seafood, as it can cause indigestion. And try not to eat it too close to bedtime, since its natural acidity might cause reflux in some people. Most importantly, always listen to your body. If you feel warmth in your stomach, mild itching in your mouth, or any discomfort after eating pineapple, it could be a mild sensitivity to bromelain. In that case, reduce your portion or choose a ripe, less acidic fruit or lightly steam it before eating. In short, pineapple is a wonderful natural healer when eaten at the right time, in the right way, and in the right amount. Just a few pieces of fresh fruit each day eaten mindfully can become your own gentle medicine, improving joint comfort, digestion, and overall vitality. And once inflammation has begun to calm down thanks to pineapple, your body is ready for the next step, repairing and rebuilding tissues from within. Now let's move on to the next fruit, one that's simple yet surprisingly powerful in helping the body regenerate collagen faster than many expensive supplements. It's the guava, a humble fruit that nutrition experts around the world have come to deeply admire. Among all the common fruits we enjoy today, the guava stands quietly at the top when it comes to vitamin C. In fact, it contains 3 to 5 times more than the oranges and lemons most people rely on to strengthen their immunity. Just one ripe guava can provide over 200% of the daily vitamin C your body needs, a real treasure for anyone past 60, when the natural production of collagen begins to slow dramatically. As you know, vitamin C is the key ingredient your body uses to create collagen, the protein that keeps skin firm, muscles flexible, blood vessels strong, and joints well protected. Without enough of it, the body can't repair itself properly. Wrinkles deepen, the skin becomes dry, wounds heal slowly, and joints ache or feel weak. That's why adding a simple guava to your day can be one of the most effective and affordable ways to protect your health as the years go by. I remember a gentleman in his early 60s from Manchester who loved his morning walks. But over time, his knees began to ache, his skin grew rough, and his hair started thinning. Blood tests later showed a clear vitamin C deficiency, even though he believed his diet was balanced. Instead of giving him supplements, I suggested something simpler: eat 1 or 2 ripe guavas a day, drink warm water in the morning, and cut back on sugar and fried foods. 3 weeks later, he came back with a bright smile. His knees no longer hurt, his hair had stopped shedding, and even the wrinkles on his hands had softened. All that, just from restoring his natural vitamin C with guava, no pills at all. What's wonderful about guava is that its vitamin C remains stable even after gentle washing or refrigeration. Unlike citrus fruits that lose nutrients quickly once peeled, guava keeps its potency, making it easy to store and enjoy every day without worrying about waste. Beyond vitamin C, guava also offers vitamins and E, potassium, antioxidants, and fiber, all of which protect the body from free radical damage, strengthen circulation, improve digestion, and support tissue repair. When your cells are nourished and your connective tissues can rebuild properly, you'll notice your skin glowing again, your hair regaining shine, and your joints moving with greater ease. It's a quiet kind of rejuvenation, steady, lasting, and deeply natural. Sometimes, good health doesn't come from expensive treatments or complicated supplements. It comes from something as humble as a single piece of fruit. With 1 guava a day, your body receives an abundance of vitamin C, the very foundation it needs to rebuild strength that time has worn away. So when we speak of the guava, we're not just talking about a fruit rich in nutrients. We're talking about a true ally in healing, one that restores aged tissues, firms the muscles, improves skin elasticity, and enhances blood flow, keeping the heart and joints strong. After all, our bodies, like an old English home that's seen many seasons, sometimes need fresh materials to stay solid and bright. Guava, with its remarkable store of vitamin C, gives us exactly that, a daily supply of natural restoration from the inside out. The rich fiber and antioxidants in guava are like the golden materials the body needs to rebuild its connective tissues naturally and effectively. Tissue regeneration isn't just about healing visible wounds. It's also about renewing cells, strengthening muscles that have grown weaker with age, restoring tendons and ligaments, and keeping blood vessels resilient. And here's the key: the collagen that vitamin C helps produce is what makes all this possible. When collagen levels are healthy, your tissues become softer, more flexible, and far more elastic. That's when you start noticing the difference. Joints move more smoothly, muscles don't ache as easily, and your skin begins to brighten gently from within. I once met a lovely 63-year-old woman from Liverpool, small in build but always full of life. Yet lately she had begun to feel weaker. A short walk left her legs heavy, and her hands looked thinner and more wrinkled even though she ate quite well. After checking her diet, I found she was severely lacking in vitamin C and fresh fruit. I encouraged her to eat guava every day, just 1 or 2 pieces, nothing complicated. A month later she returned, glowing. Her eyes were brighter, her skin looked fresher, and she laughed as she told me, "Doctor, I can stand in the kitchen again for an hour without feeling tired." That improvement came from stronger muscle tissue and better blood circulation, all by giving her body the right nutrients in the right way. Guava also helps improve circulation, which is crucial for older adults, especially those who often feel cold hands and feet, dizzy spells, or fatigue when standing up. When blood flows freely, it carries oxygen and nutrients to every corner of the body, even to areas often forgotten, like the hands, feet, shoulders, and neck, easing numbness, improving mobility, and restoring mental clarity. The fruit's natural antioxidants, lycopene, beta-carotene, and polyphenols, also combat free radicals, the tiny culprits behind rapid aging. They protect your skin, muscles, and cells from stress, sunlight, and pollution, the very things that cause wrinkles, gray hair, and tiredness to appear faster. When you eat guava regularly, you're not only rejuvenating your skin, but also reinforcing your entire musculoskeletal and circulatory system. You begin to feel lighter, stronger, and more active again, able to move through daily life without the fatigue that once weighed you down. Guava, as I often tell my patients, is far more than a sweet source of vitamin C. It's a quiet, powerful ally that rebuilds collagen, supports the skin and muscles, and strengthens blood vessels from within. But like all good things, its benefits depend greatly on how you choose and eat it. It's not about eating a lot, it's about eating wisely, choosing the right type and at the right time. When you're at your local market or grocer in Manchester, look for pink-fleshed guavas. They're not only beautiful but richer in antioxidants such as lycopene and carotenoids, compounds proven to protect cells from premature aging, support the heart, and slow down the decline of the skin and eyes. They're also softer and slightly sweeter, which suits many people's taste. One more thing I always remind my patients: if possible, eat the skin and the tiny seeds of the guava. I know some may hesitate, worrying that it feels rough or hard to chew, but that's actually where some of the fiber and nutrients hide. What most people don't realize is that the skin of the guava actually holds the highest concentration of vitamin C, along with powerful flavonoids that reduce inflammation and strengthen the immune system. The peel is also rich in soluble fiber, which supports digestion and helps prevent constipation, a common issue for many older adults. Even the tiny seeds play their part. Though they can feel a little hard, they contain natural oils and healthy unsaturated fats that are beneficial for the heart. If chewing them feels uncomfortable, simply blend or juice the whole fruit so you can keep all the nutrients while making it easier to digest. For those with sensitive digestion, such as severe acid reflux or recent stomach surgery, it's best to remove the seeds to avoid irritation. There's another simple but important step. Drink a glass of warm water when eating guava. It might seem trivial, but it makes a real difference. Water helps soften the fiber, aids digestion, and carries nutrients, especially vitamin C, throughout the body. Drinking warm water alongside or just after eating guava also prevents bloating and keeps the intestines hydrated so vitamins and minerals are better absorbed. If you're not fond of plain water, try a cup infused with a slice of ginger or lemon for a gentle, warming flavor. The best time to enjoy guava is in the morning or mid-afternoon, between main meals, when the stomach is neither too full nor completely empty. That's when absorption is most efficient. Avoid eating guava right after a heavy meal or on an empty stomach, as it may cause mild discomfort for those with delicate digestion. To keep things interesting, you can vary how you eat it. Slice guava thinly and mix it into a fresh salad with roasted cashews or almonds for crunch. Juice it lightly chilled with green apple and celery, or blend it into a smoothie with plain yogurt and a spoon of soaked chia seeds, a perfect healthy snack full of fiber and antioxidants. As you can see, just one simple fruit, when eaten the right way, can deliver benefits that rival any expensive supplement. It strengthens immunity, supports collagen repair, improves digestion and circulation, and nourishes the body from within. Think of your body as a dry English garden after a long summer. You can scatter the finest seeds, vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber, but without water, nothing will bloom. Water is the quiet carrier that brings life to every cell, helping nutrients travel from your digestive system to your blood vessels and beyond. So whether you eat guava fresh, blend it into a smoothie, or drink its juice, always pair it with a glass of warm water. Especially for older adults who often drink too little during the day, this small habit keeps the bowels moving smoothly, prevents dryness, and makes digestion gentler. Guava is full of fiber, and fiber only works its magic when it has water to move with. This tiny daily ritual, eating guava properly and drinking water alongside, might seem simple, but it's one of the most effective ways to maintain vitality, restore collagen, and support a healthy, balanced body at any age. Sometimes the simplest things make the biggest difference. Just one small glass of warm water, about 200 to 300 milliliters, can completely change how your body feels after eating. It lightens the stomach, smooths digestion, and helps nutrients do their job properly. I remember a patient in her late 60s from Manchester who loved eating guava, 2 fruits a day, but often complained of bloating and irregular digestion. When I asked more closely, I found that she barely drank any water, especially in the morning. I suggested something very small. Each time she ate guava, drink 1 glass of warm water with it. A week later, she rang me up, cheerful and relieved. "Doctor, it's amazing. I feel lighter, my digestion's regular again, and I've got more energy." That's the proof. Water helps the body unlock the goodness stored in food. It softens the fiber and makes it easier to absorb vitamin C, carotenoids, and lycopene, all hidden treasures within the pink flesh and peel of guava. And because vitamin C is water-soluble, the body needs enough water for it to be properly absorbed and used to rebuild collagen, boost immunity, and repair damaged tissues. If you're not used to plain water, try something gentle, warm water with a slice of ginger, lemon, or mint. It smells fresh, tastes pleasant, and gives your digestion a little morning lift. Drink it right after eating guava or within 15 minutes. What matters is making it a steady habit every day. Just a small reminder, avoid iced drinks or fizzy sodas after eating fruit. The cold can constrict digestion, and the sugar and preservatives in soft drinks reduce vitamin C absorption and may even irritate the gut. Warm or room temperature water is safest and surprisingly effective. You see, 1 simple glass of water can make all the difference. It's the quiet companion that helps every nutrient travel where it needs to go. Keep this habit and you'll soon notice the change: a lighter stomach, brighter skin, steadier steps, and energy that feels grounded and calm from the inside out. And now, after we've supported collagen production and helped the body repair itself with guava, it's time to protect those new gains, to guard them against damage and aging. In the next part of our journey, I'll introduce you to a tiny but powerful fruit, one that shields your cells, strengthens your memory, and protects your body's collagen from harm: the blueberry. Once your body begins producing new collagen, the next crucial step is defending it. And the silent enemy we must face is something called oxidative stress, a slow, invisible process that wears away our health day by day. Thankfully, nature has already given us a weapon, a fruit so small it fits on your fingertip, yet strong enough to fight the damage caused by pollution, stress, and time itself: the blueberry. Oxidative stress happens when our bodies build up too many free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells, weaken blood vessels, and break down collagen. These free radicals come from all sorts of everyday sources: air pollution, cigarette smoke, poor diet, constant stress, sleepless nights, and simply the natural process of aging. As we grow older, our body's natural defenses begin to slow down. When you're young, the body still produces plenty of protective enzymes, quietly repairing damage caused by daily stress. But after 60, that shield weakens, and one of the first things to suffer is collagen, the precious protein that keeps our skin firm, joints flexible, and bones strong. That's why I often tell my older patients here in Bristol, don't forget your blueberries. These little fruits might seem ordinary, but they're packed with anthocyanins, some of the most powerful antioxidants found in nature. They help neutralize free radicals, protect collagen from breaking down, and preserve the connective tissues that hold our body together. Scientists often describe anthocyanins as the body's invisible guardians, silently defending what time and stress try to take away, from the collagen under our skin to the fibers within our joints, blood vessels, and even our brain cells. I once treated a 65-year-old gentleman who had dull skin, thinning hair, and constant knee pain. I suggested he start eating a small handful of blueberries every day, nothing excessive, just half a cup with his breakfast porridge. 2 months later, he came back smiling. His skin looked brighter, his hair fuller, and his knees no longer hurt when climbing the stairs. That transformation wasn't just about rebuilding collagen. It was about protecting it from oxidative stress, the invisible thief that slowly wears it away. Blueberries also keep the tiny blood vessels healthy, the ones responsible for delivering oxygen and nutrients to every cell, including those that produce collagen. When those capillaries are strong and flexible, the skin stays elastic, the joints move freely, and the whole body feels lighter and more energized. Alongside anthocyanins, blueberries contain vitamin C, vitamin K, fiber, and manganese, all vital nutrients that strengthen immunity and slow aging. What's even more remarkable is that these antioxidants can cross the blood-brain barrier, directly protecting the brain. They enhance memory, focus, and mental clarity, things we all begin to value more deeply with age. You see, this tiny berry carries enormous power. It's not just a tasty fruit, it's a quiet defender of longevity, helping you preserve the collagen you've built through kiwi, pineapple, and guava, while keeping your body resilient against time, pollution, and emotional strain. When most people think of blueberries, they imagine something good for glowing skin or slowing aging, and that's true. But after more than 2 decades of caring for seniors, I've learned that their greatest gift lies in how they protect the brain. Perhaps you've experienced it yourself. You walk into the kitchen and forget why, or you see a familiar face and can't recall the name straight away. Sometimes you're cooking and suddenly wonder, did I already add the salt? These moments, which doctors call mild cognitive decline, are often linked to weakened brain cells and poor blood flow to the brain, both common as we get older. That's where blueberries shine. Thanks to their rich anthocyanins and flavonoids, they not only fight free radicals but also encourage the growth of new brain cells, protect existing ones, and improve communication between different regions of the brain. Eat them regularly, even just a handful a day, and you'll likely notice the change: clearer thinking, sharper memory, and quicker reactions. It's nature's way of helping you stay bright, steady, and connected in both body and mind. A fascinating study from Harvard University once found that older adults who ate blueberries 2 or 3 times a week could slow age-related memory decline by up to 2.5 years, an extraordinary number for anyone facing the challenges of aging. Blueberries also do wonders for circulation. They help widen blood vessels, improve elasticity in artery walls, and reduce the risk of atherosclerosis, one of the main causes of stroke and heart attack among older adults. When blood flows smoothly, every part of the body receives more oxygen and nutrients. You feel less dizzy when standing up, less tired during the day, and far more steady on your feet. I once worked with a cheerful 70-year-old lady from London who'd recently begun forgetting small things. She often asked the same questions twice in one conversation and moved more slowly than before. I advised her to add blueberries to her breakfast, just half a cup a day, with a bit of yogurt or porridge oats. A month later, she told me her mind felt lighter and sharper, and she could walk around the house without losing balance or feeling faint. Those changes didn't come from the fruit alone. They came from the simple act of caring for the brain and blood vessels every single day. Beyond improving memory and heart health, blueberries also help keep joints and muscles flexible. Thanks to their anti-inflammatory power and circulation-boosting effect, they can ease mild joint discomfort, reduce numbness in the hands and feet, and make movement smoother, standing up, sitting down, or walking long distances with greater comfort. You see, by eating just a small portion of blueberries each day, you're not only protecting your skin and collagen, you're also nourishing your memory, your heart, and your strength. That mental clarity, the steady heartbeat, and the confident steps, they all add up to one thing: a joyful, independent life in later years. Dear friends, blueberries may be small, but they carry enormous value. They fight oxidation, boost memory, enhance circulation, and preserve your body's natural flexibility. But to let these powerful nutrients truly work, it's important to choose, store, and enjoy them properly. There's no need for complicated steps, just a few thoughtful habits. When shopping at your local market or supermarket, always pick deep-colored blueberries, rich blue-purple skins, firm to the touch and free from bruising or mold. The darker the color, the higher the anthocyanin content. That's the antioxidant responsible for their healing strength. Avoid berries that look too soft or dull. They've lost much of their vitality. Fresh blueberries can be stored in the fridge for about 5 to 7 days. Just rinse them gently in lightly salted water before eating. If you prefer frozen ones, choose those without added sugar and let them thaw naturally before use. Properly frozen blueberries still retain most of their nutrients, making them a convenient option when they are out of season. As for how much to eat, about half a cup a day, roughly 60 to 80 grams, is enough to deliver real benefits for heart, brain, and joint health. You can eat more if you like, but if you have a sensitive digestive system, start small and increase gradually as your body adjusts. With each small mindful step, a handful of blueberries with breakfast, a glass of water after fruit, a walk in the park afterwards, you're building habits that keep your mind bright, your body strong, and your spirit young. Many people find blueberries a little tangy at first, but once you know how to enjoy them, they become a delightful part of your daily routine. The simplest way is to eat them fresh, rinse gently, let them dry, and have a handful as a morning or mid-afternoon snack. You can also mix them into overnight oats with a splash of unsweetened milk and a few slices of banana, a soft, nourishing breakfast that feeds both body and mind. Another favorite here in Manchester is a small bowl of plain yogurt topped with blueberries, chia seeds, and soaked walnuts, a light antioxidant-rich treat that helps protect collagen and slow aging naturally. If you enjoy smoothies, blend blueberries with apple, guava, or celery for a vitamin C-rich, fiber-packed drink. Just remember, skip the sugar. Added sugar can quietly reduce vitamin absorption and trigger inflammation, undoing all your good work. See how simple it is? Just half a cup of blueberries a day can do so much good, protecting memory, improving flexibility, strengthening collagen, and nourishing your body from within. Every handful is like laying another stone on the foundation of lifelong health, steady, natural, and sustainable. And now, after learning how to protect your collagen network, we move to the final guardian in this journey of recovery and renewal after 60, a rather unusual fruit, a little known to many, yet powerful beyond expectation, the nanai fruit. Here in the UK, most people have heard of kiwi or guava, but few know about nanai, a fruit once prized in traditional medicine for its incredible healing potential. In ancient herbal practices across tropical islands and coastal communities, nanai was used to ease back pain, support joint health, regulate blood pressure, and strengthen the immune system. Modern science now confirms what folk healers already knew. Nanai is packed with vitamin C and potent antioxidants, making it one of nature's most powerful fruits for cell repair and collagen renewal. To put it simply, collagen needs vitamin C just as cement needs water. Without it, the rebuilding process cannot begin. When your body lacks vitamin C, skin loses firmness, joints ache, and wounds take longer to heal. Nanai fruit helps reverse that decline. It's also rich in a unique plant compound called iridoids, natural antioxidants that calm inflammation, protect cells from oxidative stress, and slow the aging process. Together, these nutrients make nanai a quiet powerhouse, rebuilding from within, keeping your body strong, steady, and youthful. Iridoids, those powerful plant antioxidants inside the nanai fruit, help slow down the enzymes that break down collagen, preserving the precious structure your body has built from all those kiwi, guava, and blueberry nutrients. Thanks to that protection, skin stays elastic, joints ache less, and the body feels more flexible and calm each passing day. I once met Mr. Harris, a retired teacher from Liverpool, aged 66. He was slim, polite, but tired of his constant knee pain. After trying various treatments, I suggested he add a small amount of pure nanai juice into his daily routine, just a few spoonfuls each morning. 8 weeks later, he returned with a warm smile. "Doctor," he said, "I can walk to the park again without that sharp pain. My hands feel smoother and my energy's better." His improvement didn't come from a pill, but from this humble tropical fruit packed with quiet strength. What makes nanai so remarkable is how well it retains its nutrients. Whether dried, juiced, or made into powder, its vitamin C and antioxidants remain powerful, unlike many fruits that lose their goodness after processing. That makes nanai an ideal choice for older adults who may not always have access to fresh produce. Nanai is more than a fruit. It's a natural tonic that helps rebuild collagen, protect cells from damage, and support long-term vitality. In the UK, many seniors now enjoy it as a supplement powder or a fermented juice, convenient, gentle, and easy to digest. I remember Mrs. Taylor, 62, who lived in Manchester city centre. She told me, "I've heard nanai's good for the joints, but it's hard to find fresh ones here and the smell is quite strong." I recommended she try nanai powder, just half a teaspoon stirred into warm water every morning like a herbal tea. A few weeks later, she came back with brighter eyes and lighter steps. Strangely enough, she said, "I sleep better now and my knees don't feel so heavy." That, I explained, is the quiet power of nanai, working gently from within, even without the fresh fruit. For those who prefer ready-made options, pure nanai juice can be found in health stores, lightly fermented or pasteurized for longer storage. A small spoonful mixed with warm water or fruit juice each day is enough to maintain energy, support immunity, and ease inflammation. Especially for older adults with slower digestion, nanai in powder or liquid form is a wonderful alternative. Quick to absorb, easy on the stomach, and soothing to the system. There's no need to chew through the fibrous fruit or endure its strong aroma. The benefits remain, only the effort is reduced. The nanai fruit may not be as famous as berries or kiwis in British kitchens, but its strength lies in its quiet resilience, nourishing the body, protecting the joints, and keeping the spirit light, steady, and ready for every new day. What makes nanai fruit even more extraordinary is how stable its nutrients remain. Its enzymes and antioxidants hold strong even after drying or blending. You don't need special storage either. Dried nanai or powdered forms can stay fresh for months if kept in a cool, dry place. That means you can easily keep a small jar at home or take it with you when traveling across the countryside or visiting family. Whether it's fresh, dried, juiced, or powdered, nanai keeps its deep healing power intact, rebuilding and protecting your body from the inside out. That flexibility is what makes nanai so loved by many seniors across the UK. It's simple, natural, and fits easily into any lifestyle, no matter the season or schedule. My patients often ask me, "Doctor, is it enough just to boost collagen?" And I always reply, no, the real key is to protect what you've built. That's where nanai plays its quiet but vital role, not only helping to restore collagen, but also shielding it from daily damage. You see, collagen isn't just what keeps your skin smooth and firm. It's also the soft cushion between your joints, the spring that helps you walk, bend, and move freely. As we age, that cushion wears thin, leading to stiff knees, sore joints, and dry, fragile skin. The main culprits, free radicals and slow, silent inflammation, both constantly breaking down collagen in the skin and cartilage. But nanai, rich in iridoids and antioxidants, acts as a tireless bodyguard, defending your collagen stores while gently encouraging your body to create new ones. I remember Mrs. Parker, 67, from Bristol, who often complained about knee pain and dry, wrinkled hands. She didn't trust supplements because of preservatives, but when I suggested pure nanai juice, just 1 or 2 teaspoons a day, she agreed to try. A few weeks later, she came back smiling. "Doctor," she said, "look at me, my skin looks fresher and I can climb the stairs without pain now." I smiled back, knowing it wasn't a miracle, it was the quiet consistency of her daily habit, the natural nourishment doing its work deep within. Nanai doesn't just care for your joints, it also protects your skin. Every day, sunlight, pollution, and stress quietly erode collagen beneath the surface. Regular nanai use in juice, powder, or dried fruit strengthens your skin's defenses, helping it stay elastic, bright, and calm. One of nanai's most overlooked strengths is its anti-inflammatory balance. By soothing inflammation, it allows collagen-producing cells to work efficiently again, helping your body repair, renew, and stay resilient from within. Many people are surprised to discover that with regular use, nanai doesn't just make their skin look healthier, it also helps their joints move more easily, improves sleep, and clears the mind. These changes come from deep within at the cellular level, not just what you see on the surface. You see, this humble fruit, often overlooked, has a remarkable ability to both restore and protect collagen, the key to keeping your body flexible, your skin firm, and your joints strong as the years go by. But like all good things, it's not about taking more, it's about taking it right. So let's talk about how to use nanai safely and effectively. Some people in Manchester or Liverpool hesitate when they first hear about nanai. The taste can be strong and it's not exactly like the usual fruits we're used to, such as berries or apples. But once you learn the right way to take it, it becomes surprisingly easy, even pleasant, to add into your daily routine. The beauty of nanai is how versatile it is. Depending on your habits and lifestyle, you can use it in powder form, as juice, or even as dried slices steeped like tea. All forms retain most of the essential nutrients, vitamin C, antioxidants, iridoids, and digestive enzymes. If you prefer nanai powder, this is often the simplest and most practical option. The powder is made from ripe nanai fruits that are gently dried and finely ground, without preservatives or additives. Each morning, just mix half a teaspoon into a cup of warm water. You can add a drizzle of honey if you prefer a softer flavor and sip it slowly. It's a gentle way to start the day, good for digestion, the liver, and the joints. If you enjoy something ready-made, nanai juice is also available in health shops across the UK. Look for pure, cold-pressed varieties made from fermented or fresh nanai fruit without added sugar. Take 1 to 2 teaspoons each day, diluted with warm water or mixed with apple or orange juice. The best time to drink it is in the morning or about half an hour after a meal, so your body can absorb it properly. For those who prefer a traditional approach, dried nanai slices can be steeped in hot water like herbal tea. Boil 1 or 2 slices for about 5–10 minutes, let it cool slightly and sip it throughout the day. The taste is earthy and slightly pungent, but over time you'll notice your body adjusting, your joints feel lighter, your skin clearer, and your sleep deeper. No matter which method you choose, the golden rule is to start small and listen to your body. Everyone's different, some notice changes within a week, while others take longer. If you're new to nanai, begin with half a teaspoon of powder or 5 ml of juice for the first week. If it feels good, increase to 1 teaspoon or 10–15 ml per day. There's no need to take more than that. And one more tip, try to enjoy nanai in the morning or early afternoon. Because of its natural energy-boosting properties, taking it too late in the evening might keep light sleepers awake. When used consistently, nanai becomes more than just a fruit. It's a quiet daily ritual of care, helping your body stay resilient, balanced, and strong with each passing season. Before we wrap up, let me share one important note. If you're currently taking medication for blood pressure, blood thinning, or liver conditions, always speak with your doctor before adding nanai to your routine. Even natural remedies work best when used wisely. It's not about taking more, but taking right, consistently, calmly, and in balance. You see, good health isn't built in a day. It's a quiet, steady effort, much like tending a small English garden through the seasons. The nanai fruit, with its rather strong taste, may not charm you at first, but once you learn how to use it properly, it becomes a loyal companion, protecting collagen, easing inflammation, and gently restoring strength from within. And now, as we close this journey, let's take a moment to look back at the 5 gentle fruits that together form the foundation of healthy aging. Kiwi, which awakens collagen and brings energy to the morning. Pineapple, with its soothing enzymes that calm the joints and ease movement. Guava, the vibrant fruit rich in vitamin C that rebuilds tissue and renews the skin. Blueberry, the tiny guardian that protects memory, blood flow, and vitality. And finally, nanai, the deep healer that helps preserve what time has given us: strength, calmness, and clarity. Each of these fruits is like a brick, small on its own, but together they build a strong house for your health after 60. So my dear friends, I invite you to choose at least one of these fruits and make it part of your daily routine. Because good health never comes from miracles, it comes from mindful choices made every single day. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you'd like to keep learning simple, natural ways to age gracefully, don't forget to subscribe to our channel VN Health in Old, where we share more calm, heartwarming stories about life, wellness, and longevity. Until next time, take care, stay active, and keep smiling through every sunrise.